What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. I know you guys are excited for this one. This is X-Men Age of Revelation Sinister's 6. Issue number 1 and part 11 of the overall Age of Revelation story. Everyone knows that you can't go around telling an X-Men apocalyptic story without having Sinister in here doing something, well, sinister. So our story is gonna pick us up in the Revelation territories of what used to be upstate New York. Now, Sinister, he spent his life trying to reshape the world, to fix it, and he will give credit where credit is due. The Revelation territories are at the very least trying something. He doesn't know at this point, but he does have his speculation on who started all of this. He can't fault the ambition, but this is all very too much and kind of heavy-handed, at least for Sinister's taste. Right now in these woods, we have Misty Knight and we have Colleen Wing, heroes for hire, and they are out here in these woods, but they are the hunted. The first of his Sinister 6, Black Cat. Now the X virus, it ravaged the territory's human population, mutated those that weren't outright destroyed. In the case of Felicia, it would seem that her mutation was just ridiculously on brand. Sinister must admit that it is nice to see her really revel in this new evolved form. But when Misty hits her with fire, we see that Misty's got some new tricks up her sleeve as well, though that fire is quickly taken out by Omega Red, the team's tank. Now his genome, it's already scattered by the winds. Experimentation on experimentation. He was easy prey for the X virus. Now it's just a matter of fighting a long, losing battle against his mutant death factor. It'll only be a matter of time before he's eventually dead. Sinister's gonna use him while he can. In the canopy of the trees, we have Domino, really just saying that she's an impeccable operator. That in this post-apocalyptic era, she is an absolute unit. Last but not least on this team, Lady Phantom X, the mutant sentinel hybrid clone. Sinister's really not sure what to make of Cluster. Not really the most stable of the Weapons Plus subjects. In this apocalyptic era, she seems to have grown much more unhinged. Not really sure if this is exposure to the X virus, or simply the sad reality of the person that she was going to become. It's all still very much an open question, because it could simply be that she's just absolute batshit crazy. Now that makes up the most of the team, except for the leader. And who else would be leading some kind of X-Men team like this but Havoc, A.K.A. Alex Summers, always living in the shadow of his brother. He now helps Sinister and he leads this team, but they're all here for one very specific reason, and it's not Colleen and it's not Misty. It's what Colleen has in her arm. It's a tracker. As it's pulled out of her arm, this is where we have the arrival of Venom. Letting Misty and Colleen go, Havoc has no intention of hurting them or even taking them in. They were all the bait. They were here for Venom, and we see our team in full effect. Truth of the matter is, these guys are absolutely taking down Venom. They got boy on the ropes. The mixture of Omega Red, Havoc having a freaking flamethrower. Venom never stood a chance against the 6 of them. But they're not here to kill Venom. They throw a collar around him, and they take him back to the Val Sinister, what used to be the Appalachian Mountains. This is now the Sanctuary. This is the safe haven. This is where Sinister does everything the Sinister does. Now, in this apocalyptic era, we see Havoc's son. His son kept inside of what appears to be a sealed containment, keeping the X virus from ever being able to affect him. We're seeing that Havoc is working for Sinister because he hopes that Sinister can find a cure, and I would believe that as well. If there's anybody on this planet that could find a way to reverse the X virus or find some kind of antidote or preventative, it's probably gonna be Sinister. But getting a call to meet up with Sinister and the others, Havoc tells him that we held up our end of the bargain. Now it's your turn. Their thought was, we bring Venom in and you're gonna be able to find a way to cure us. But this is only the beginning stages. As we go down to his laboratory, we see that Sinister's been hard at work, and he's had some rather significant breakthroughs, but he doesn't have a cure. The X virus is quite the conundrum, turning some humans into mutants, but while also leaving mutants completely unaffected. So he's been trying to root out who's responsible, trying to root out the core cause of why this is happening. He never intended for this place to be a refuge for desperate mutants and humans trying to escape the effects of the X virus. But so many have become really willing subjects in his experimentation, all of them hoping that he can unlock the secrets of this transmutation. When it comes to disease and things of that nature, the Venom symbiote has been very hardened to this, very resistant. So there may be something with Venom and the symbiotes that could lead to an answer or a cure or an antidote of some kind. This may also help them lead to the source of why all this happened, what caused it. Now, of course, they're like, no, we know what caused it. It was 3K in the gene bomb. Sinister's like, that's laughable. Like, if you guys still believe that, I don't know what to tell you, because the truth of the matter is, this dude right here, Revelation, he created the X virus. And now our boy is seeking to infect the entire world. Make it one organism at a time. Remake it all in his image. Now, of course, this is something that Sinister simply can't allow. So he is going to be sending his Sinister 6 to assassinate Revelation. And that is where this issue will end. Now, this one wasn't too bad. Really, this was just an introduction to his entire team. We all knew that in an apocalyptic X-Men future, Sinister's gonna be doing some shady stuff. But actually, in this future, it's not really that shady. In fact, everybody's pretty much here voluntarily. Aside from, like, Venom. And maybe a few other individuals that didn't come so willingly. But Sinister actually is trying to do something. Now, we all know that Sinister isn't actually trying to create a cure. He's trying to find a way to control this or make it work in his favor. Because all this is fantastic, but he wants to figure out how it is made so that he can do it himself. Sinister never gives a crap about humanity or mutant kind. He cares about ascending himself to a higher plane, to a higher level, to a higher status. A new title, a new job, new power, he's all about that. And so seeing Revelation do what he has not been able to do, you can imagine the Sinister has become rather envious. Now he wants the answers. He wants to know how Revelation was able to do this. Through that, he may be able to reverse engineer it and be able to create a gene bomb of his own that would trump Revelation's gene bomb. And Havoc and everybody else, the Sinister Six, they're gonna go along with it. Because who else are they gonna turn to? Governments have fallen. Storm is creating a new ice age. Rogue fell to Galactus. The X-Men have fallen apart. What pockets of resistance remain, they stand no chance against Revelation and what is to come. The sad truth, this reality's future, Sinister might be the one actual beacon of hope that's gonna stab them in the back. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything going on with the Age of Revelation, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. That's going to get you caught up on everything that has been going on with this series so far. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. This is a lot like Patreon, having a bunch of different tiers, a bunch of different perks, and it really does help out the channel in a lot of ways. But if you're not able to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.